Thatcher. I think they're going to put on a hell of a show. I think Finn Balor should be in NXT to put people over. That's not to say he shouldn't win stuff, and that's not even to say I'd be against him having another NXT title run. I'd love it.
Yeah.
In all honesty, but I'm going to go with Timothy. I want to see what he's got. This is probably the match I'm looking the most, second most forward to. The next match I'm looking forward to the most, but this one's going to be fun. I'm going Timothy Thatcher. Show your shit. Hatch those dragons, you bitch.
Yeah. All over Finn Balor's abs.
Yes.
Then we got the North American Championship ladder match, seeing Action Bronson Reed versus Damian Priest versus Johnny Gargano versus Cameron Grimes versus Velveteen. I'm gonna text your teen dream.
Yeah, kind of a controversial deal there.
Yeah, WWE's just like, fuck it. We didn't find any evidence. Velveteen's like, thank God for the delete button.
Right? I don't even think the investigation is closed, but maybe it is officially. But I don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
It surprises me because then you have somebody like oh shit, I'm drawing a blank. The badass wrestler that was accused of beating his girlfriend in the car, and they fired him like 2 days afterwards.
It is he wrestles for Impact now.
Yeah, he does, and I'm just completely drawing a fucking blank for no reason. I'm a big fan of his. Anyways, they do shit like that, and then when something like this happens, they hold on to him, and not only hold on to him, but put him up front and center.
Yeah.
And
the fans are totally against it. So he's got to have a heel turn in order to make his career work, right?
I would think so.
How do you have a heel turn in a match with Damian Priest?
Well, with this many people on there, I think it's fairly
Who
easy
is
to
Bronson Reed and Cameron Grimes?
Okay,
and why are they in this match?
I don't know Bronson Reed, but I hope his gimmick is he's a Charles Bronson copy. Comes out there with the mustache, and he's like, "Hey there, bub, I'm about to mess you." I don't know. That's bad, Bronson. Cameron Grimes remember Trevor Lee, one of the best X Division wrestlers in Impact. Really badass. He trained with Matt and Jeff Hardy. He was with that group, Shane Helms and those guys.
I don't know. The name sounds familiar.
He's been big in PWG and Impact. He's a multi-time X Division champ. He had some really, really awesome X Division matches.
Yeah.
And he was part of that Helms dynasty that they did for a while when Helms came back. He's really good. Trust me, he's going to be awesome in a ladder match. He doesn't look like your typical X Division guy because he's small, but he's not built like a Finn Balor.
Yeah.
He's more built like he's more average looking. He's not Samoa Joe big or Keith Lee big, but he's definitely not.
He'll play well with Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, we'll give him that. So I almost picked him, but I don't know what he's been doing, and I don't know if he's got a program or doing anything.
If you look at this lineup and think about it for half a second, I think it's pretty obvious whose match this is, right?
Well, like I said earlier that I was going to go with my heart with Adam Cole because one of them I'm going to go with my head instead of my heart. And this is the one that I'm going with my head instead of my heart. My heart says pick Johnny Gargano and let him get another run at it. But, yeah, I think you and I are on the same page. I think this is Damian Priest to lose. I mean, if he loses this is on him.
How do you turn Velveteen Dream heel in a match with Damian Priest? You make all the fans think Damian Priest's going to win and then have Velveteen Dream take it.
Think they could do a double turn and make Priest
I think that it's a Triple H show. I think that's a Triple H thought.
Could be. I'm going with Damian Priest.
I'm going with Priest too, just because that's the way.
Even though they put him on the show,
I don't know how
quite a risk to put a title on him.
Yeah, and it wouldn't make a lot of sense seeing as he's already held that title. Like, it would hit different if he had never won it in the past.
Yeah.
But yeah, Damian Priest is, yeah. And the Storm, she begins here in sunny Palmdale, Florida, where I live.
You live in Florida, I know.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Woo!
Well, that brings us to our main event, which is a rare occasion where at least I'm not really super looking forward to this match.
This is it's a scary combination of men that could end up with us both being very disappointed, I feel like.
I feel you're right.
This is the NXT Championship match. Your boy Keith Lee defending his gold against fucking Karrion Kross. This could be bad. I don't want Lee to be a transitional champion. I don't like that they gave him both the titles. He's like, here, I'm going to give up the North American title because I can't have two. But Bayley and Sasha can.
Right.
What? Lee,
I don't know.
You keep those. You let Karrion Kross take the North American Championship off you, and you keep the NXT Championship. What is going on here? I'm terrified for this, but I'm sticking with Keith Lee because I'm thinking with my dick on this one.
And you know what? Sometimes you got to do that.
Well, we've listened to the head and we've listened to the heart. You gotta give something to the other.
You gotta move on.
I'll be listening to my ass throughout all the SummerSlam predictions, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, I do want to throw another quick thing in here. I really sound like I'm shilling for the WWE Network, and maybe I am, but Keith Lee here is such an amazing athlete and really got his name wrestling Donovan Dijak and
yes.
the Evolve shows they got on there. They have a few.
Are they on there?
Yeah, they have a couple
yes.
Keith Lee versus Donovan Dijak. So I definitely recommend if folks don't know Keith Lee from before this, or Donovan Dijak or whatever they call him, Dominic Dijakovic or whatever they call him.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah, if you didn't know them from before NXT, I'd definitely go and check out some of those Evolve shows of theirs. Pasty, I'm with you right here. I'm going with Keith Lee. There's a good chance there's more than a good chance Karrion Kross takes it.
I think we're going to be very disappointed.
But I don't know. Sometimes because I haven't been watching a lot, it's hard for me to tell how long. It doesn't seem like Keith Lee has had the title that long.
He hasn't. Like 2 months, not even.
Okay, so I would hate to see
because he won it on a normal NXT. It was when they were doing that 2-week thing against AEW's 2-week thing. So that was like 3 weeks ago.
Well, remember, this is the guy that isn't he the one that did he eliminate Brock Lesnar in the Royal Rumble, or he at least went like toe to toe and like they made him to be a real big deal.
Yeah, he did a lot of good stuff. He came in after Lesnar was eliminated, but it came down to him and Roman Reigns, or him, yeah, and then who?
He eliminated somebody big. I remember. Maybe it was Reigns. I don't know.
I
don't know. Maybe he eliminated Reigns. That would be badass. But anyways,
I thought Drew McIntyre eliminated Brock.
Oh, you're right. Drew did. Keith Lee though wasn't he?
He was the last man to be
Survivor
eliminated.
Series, wasn't he on the Survivor Series too?
Yes,
and
he was the last guy
Series?
there. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, push him, and I don't give a. I said long before he was Karrion Kross when he was Killer Kross. I don't give a shit about him. I don't need him holding the title, but I can see it happening. He's a scary
guy, and it's about time for October.
I know. I'm going Keith Lee though. I'm with you.
We're in the wrong boat. It's sinking already. I can feel it. There's a killer croc in the water.
Didn't get a chance ahead of time to come up with any tiebreakers. Do we want to try to throw something out here that we could do, or?
Oh, none of us picked Velveteen Dream. Do you want to go if that happens, or how about Gargano? Is he going to actually be in the match? Which we'll talk about later, but you get to be questioning why I'm saying that until then, folks.
Right?
Until the bitter end of the show. Because, that's where we leave
If we want to do that, I'll go with I'll pick mine first here, and on SummerSlam you can pick the first tiebreaker because I have faith in my Gargano. I'll say yeah, he makes it.
Okay.
That means we got to find out something for.
We'll come up with it by the end, I'm sure. We always do.
Oh yeah, we do.
We do.
I wrote dose, not does.
So let's snap right into our next segment and our next predictions in this double-headed thunderfuck. WWE SummerSlam 2020 live from the Thunderdome.
Thunderdome.
And we're going to kick this show off with a once was a hair versus hair match and is now a no disqualification loser leaves WWE match, seeing Mandy Rose taking on Sonya Deville in the grudge of the century, brother. Yeah, right? Sonya's like, I don't know if I want to be bald. I'd rather quit. She wouldn't look bad bald. I think she could pull it off. And
I think she could. Remember when
she could kick it into like an extra badass gear, and I think it would work well.
Yeah, it worked for Serena Deeb when she ended up shaving her hair when she was part of the Straight Edge Society.
Yes, indeed.
And then the Cajun, the Voodoo Priestess, Roxy Laveau. When Roxy Laveau got her head shaved too in a hair match, she rocked that look because she's just this crazy Cajun broad, and I thought it worked well. So it can work. It can work.
Yeah, very much. And I definitely think Sonya could pull it off. But it doesn't seem like she wants to. I don't know how this is going to go. I think it's got to have some kind of a fucky end, right?
It's got to, and I don't think either one of these women are leaving WWE.
No.
That's a situation that rarely ever.
Well, this whole thing came around because Mandy Rose cut a promo saying she wanted things to go back to the way they were and just put all this behind them. And then Sonya's like, no, I'm sick of your face, and because of that, I propose that we step this up a notch, and it's a no DQ loser leaves WWE match because I don't want to look at you anymore. So that's how that boiled down.
I could see, since they are kind of underlining NXT being developmental still, I could see the loser maybe going down to NXT even or something.
Sonya Deville would be good on NXT, and it would really help build her up for an actual comeback on the main roster eventually.
Yeah, she was so much better down there anyways.
Obviously, Mandy's staying with Otis.
Yeah, I don't think...
She already cut her hair to look like a trailer park girl.
Yeah, I'm going Rose. Rose wins.
Yeah, yep.
Especially with the no DQ... with the no DQ on there.
This is going to turn into Otis versus Ziggler.
Oh, I'm sure they're both going to get involved for sure because neither one's on the show.
Yeah.
So they got to get some camera time. Maybe they'll be in the back on the Thunderdome. That'd be funny. Then we got SmackDown Women's Championship. Bayley taking on Asuka. This is interesting because I found out when I was writing predictions for this that Asuka's taking on both SmackDown and Raw Women's Championship.
In back-to-back matches.
At least that's how they got it run down right now.
I think that's what they were talking about on SmackDown. And then the order was determined on SmackDown. Naomi came out and challenged them, and it was a beat the clock thing, and Naomi beat both of them. And, Bayley goes first and Banks goes second.
Why does Naomi care?
I don't know, but they're also like sowing seeds of dissent between Bayley and Banks. Like Bayley was offering Banks up to go for the first match or whatever.
Because Naomi, she's with Ember Moon now, right? In an awful tag team that they're not going to do anything with.
I don't know. They didn't do any of that. Just Naomi beat both Bayley and Banks, which is a bad look going into matches against Asuka. They gave him
a stupid name. I'm going to look this up real quick. Because Ember Moon is another one that had so much going for her, and then look what they've done with her.
Are they called the Funkadactyls?
No, they're called something way worse than that. Let's see if
Glow of the Moon.
Go ahead and talk about the match while I'm looking this up real quick.
Well, I mean, that boils